Today I want to show you how to ice simple but beautiful unicorn cookies. This was actually my first time decorating sugar cookies, so I wanted to find ways to simplify the process but still have it look great. So the first thing you'll need to do is assemble your supplies. I'll link up everything I used, but in short, you'll need a unicorn cookie cutter, number 2 decorating tips, piping bags, a pointy pick tool. You can also use a toothpick, but I did like having the long grip of my tool. Yellow gel food coloring, gold and black sparkle gel, which allows you to cut some corners with the icing process, but do note the gel doesn't dry nice and hard like regular icing does. And finally, edible gold stars, which may seem a little bit like a luxury, but they did finish the cookies off beautifully. So you'll want to make your cookies and your icing. For the sugar cookies, I used a recipe from Alton Brown, and it was just perfection, super easy to make, and it rolled and re-rolled beautifully. For the icing, I didn't want to use an icing that used egg whites or meringue powder, just because I didn't want to have to issue warnings about the egg whites, and I didn't want to have to go buy meringue powder. So I'll link up the recipe I used, which just included sugar, milk, corn syrup, and vanilla or almond extract. It was really easy. I made 3 times the small batch for the white icing, and then 1 small batch of yellow. Once your cookies are baked and cooled, it's time to make them look beautiful. So first step is that you'll want to use your white icing and pipe the entire unicorn shape except the horn in white. You'll do the outline and then fill it in. And then I use the pick tool to spread out and fill in any little holes. And I also use this tool to place the gold stars on the rear haunch. Do note you'll need to affix the stars while the icing is still wet, so I got in a pattern of icing 2 to 3 unicorns, then affixing the stars. Next, you'll grab your yellow icing bag and pipe the horn, tail, and 4 or 5 blobs of hair on the mane in yellow icing. Then you'll use your gold sparkle gel, fill in the mane with gold gel. I also added a little bit to the tail, just to add a little shimmer and some contrast. And finally, you'll just use your black sparkle gel and add an eye to each unicorn. Now, I will note I did experiment with coloring the hooves black, yellow, or gold, but ultimately I liked it best with no color, so it was one less step. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Have fun decorating your unicorn cookies.